Well, we're here at the Bonn International Conference Center, and today marks the opening day of the last preparatory session before governments come to Paris for the big climate summit. So it will be quite an important week. We have to set the tone towards Paris, and that we're really coming up with a very important and ambitious agreement. Basically today the main story is that we will have to see how do different countries react to the current draft text which is on the table for this agreement. And many countries, and also many within civil society and us from CARE, we have the concern that the current text which is on the table is really weak and needs to be significantly strengthened so that Paris can deliver a good outcome which really moves us forward. And so it will be very interesting to see how do countries react. We expect that they will make additional proposals so to strengthen the text, and I hope that we can, after this day, look forward into a productive week. We are working with many vulnerable people in developing countries, and we see more and more the impacts of climate change happening and undermining the livelihoods and undermining poverty eradication. So agreeing an ambitious international framework is a very central part of the response to climate change. And we are trying to push governments, trying to make constructive proposals how to improve this agreement in areas like human rights, in terms of financial support for tackling climate change impacts, and also cutting emissions and, in the long term, phasing out fossil fuel emissions. It will be a busy week, and I hope that at the end of this week we can look back and say, okay, we've made progress and our contributions were useful and made a difference.